Good afternoon. Yes, it is. It just turned afternoon, so there you go. Didn't get the morning in there, but that's all right. I have got a strained muscle in my left arm, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit today. It's amazing when you don't have one arm that's bummed on you, right? So that right arm's having to do double duty. So there you go. So today it's all about we're going to make something easy and fun. It's quick. It is the stack and shuffle, right? And so we can make things look different just by changing out cardstock, embellishment, or whatever, but we're still using the same paper. So that's what we're going to show you today, some of the tricks of doing that. And it's really just sort of capitalizing on what we did over the weekend with creativity now, showing you that beautiful paper and ribbon and everything, and all what you can do with it, right? So with that, let's go down the hands and let's get started. And also, tomorrow night is we are doing our virtual for our Cheers and Kit Club as well as class. And if you've never been and you'd like to check it out and kind of see what we do, just message me right here in the comments below and that you're interested or would like a link, a Zoom link, then I'll send one to you. All right? Let's go down those hands. It's all about creating and sharing, right? Yeah, there we go. So this is what we did on Saturday. So I'm going to take some of this and show you how we can make some quick and easy. If you haven't done it, the stack and shuffle. And stack and shuffle can be done in different ways, right? So today, I've literally just taken a 4x5 1/4. Oh, sorry, that hurts. All right, so I've got DSP, and I mixed it up a little bit. Usually we use 4 DSPs. Today I've actually used an embossed piece of cloud cover cardstock. I've also used the glitter paper that we used on Saturday because it made such a good combination. And what we've done here is we've taken so you take 4 pieces, right? Normally we use all DSP, but you take 4 pieces of paper. That's just going to show you how I did that also. And you're just going to do 4x5 1/4, and we end up buttoning them all together, and we're going to shuffle, right? So what I did here is you take the first one here, and you shuffle it. There's your first shuffle. And you come down here, you do it twice, and this is going to actually be the other way. And I'll show you how I did that. And then this will be the third. So the nice thing about this is you get a total of 4 cards with 4 pieces of paper. All right? So it's going to look like this. And what I did with the cardstock is I put it right in here to be able to get the embossed image so it just looks like it's on paper, right? So the key to this is you take your 4x5 1/4 paper and you just line it up with this black line right here. You see that? And when you do, you get the beautiful image just like this right here. Okay? So I've got some tags I've cut out we're going to use with this as well too. So we've got 4 different cardstocks we're going to use that match with this all nice. So I have cloud cover, balmy blue, basic white, and misty moonlight, right? So I'm going to first start with cloud cover because I really like cloud cover and I got inspired. So when I tell you that I got inspired, it was from the cards we made on Saturday, and this is the one that really inspired me. I really liked how this came out. And even with the stack and shuffle, we could still do this. We could lift one of them up if we wanted to. But this is an embossed piece and this is glitter. So this whole image here is what sort of inspired me to do this stick. So I really like that. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and take the first one here. And we're at least going to get our paper on all these, okay? So it's going to be like this right here. And we're going to put this right here. And then we're going to put this one right here. There we go. It's going to do just like this here. All right, so let's get it on here. Yeah, so we'll sit up here and we'll put a sentiment on here. I've got beautiful ribbon that we used Saturday also, as well as embellishments. And really and truly this time of the year, right, when it's really hot outside, for here especially, it's like 100 degrees with heat index every day. So it's a great time, right, to get a head start. People always say, you know, I don't have time for my Christmas cards. I run out of time. Well, now's the time to start, right? So we're just going to butt these up against each other. Okay, I'm going to move that over just a little bit. Yeah. Because this is 4x5 1/4. I took up too much space here. Just makes my left arm. have you ever injured your muscle in your arms before? I would tell you it's amazing. Just even trying to do something with your hair, makeup, or anything, right? And even creating. Oh, I see. Make sure I did it right that time. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. So it's been an adventure, right? I did this on Monday evening. So it's been an array of cold packs and heating pad. So yeah, just turning it certain ways. So I've got, at least I can use my hands a little bit more now, but still turning it some is not too great. So trying to be nice to myself. All right. So we're just gonna get this right here. So you just butt. So we're just butting these up against each other, and then I'm gonna show you in a minute what I did. The reason why I cut this out this way too is because this is sort of going to be my guide of how I'm going to put my tag on here. Let's see if I can get the right, because the way the tags are designed, they're going to fit right inside of this embellished piece, or at least one of them will. Okay, so I'm having trouble with my left hand here helping me out. So let's just go this route. I'm just going to, you know, if it's just a little off, it's just a little off, right? Don't sweat the small stuff. That's the small stuff. All right, then I've got my right here. Oops, not that one. That's the one we just pulled out of the other one. Here they are. You move everything to the right side. All right, this is going to line up just perfectly right in there. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to make sure it lines up right there, a tag. And it looks like it was just all made to go together, right? So we can do this here. And I'm just going to put this on with dimensionals, and we're going to stamp it first. Let's see if this is going to fit. I was thinking it was going to fit. It looked like it was going to fit. All right, let's stamp it and see how it's going to look. It's like it barely fits. It really fits nicely in the bigger one, but I really wanted this smaller one so I could just fit it right. Oh, gosh. Yeah. So we can just squeeze it right in here is what I wanted to do. Because I've got a dove here, and we can always etch the edges if we want to, right? We can do whatever we want to. And I've also got the, okay, there we go. It did go right there. Okay. So then what I'm going to do, oh, thank you. All right, we're just going to put this up on dimensionals. Yeah, that's why I didn't even bother to see where you can see me do the whole thing, because you would just see me sort of grimace as I do certain things and try not to use that left arm quite as much as usual. Right? It's all about creating, sharing, and giving. We were just talking about that this morning. A couple of my friends, and we were talking about it, right? Okay. So I'm going to do this right here. And then we're just going to add some embellishments, okay? So even if you wanted to, and I'm looking right now, if I just wanted to do the edges here, I can, right? And I could do it easily. We may do the edges here, because we did do that on Saturday. They sat there and we did that several times. And see how that's just going to line up? I'm just going to line it up right about there. All right, and we're just going to take some ribbon and make a bow. And then we can sit up there. I was going to make a double bow, but I was having difficulty since I couldn't quite use my left hand to help me out because it didn't feel too great. So I thought, never mind, right? We're not going to sweat the small stuff. All right, so we're going to put a bow down here. I've also got some silver. I don't trust my left hand at all. Okay, so you could either put it on. I'm going to put this right down here. We can trim some more in a minute if you want to, right? We're just going to use a glue dot for this one. So, oops, I really like this paper. I really like the way the glitter paper and all looks really nice together. And this has got little silver here, right here on the edges. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep my left arm still and let the right arm do all the work. All right? Okay, so we can still trim this down. All right, I'm not sure why I can't do that. sure. Maybe those are a little dull. Not sure. Let me turn over this way so you can make it as long as short as you want it. Okay, I'm just going to move my hands a little bit there. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to get a dub on here, and I'm just going to take one of these right here. And we're just going to etch just around the top up here, and a little bit on the edges here with, all right, yeah. Okay, we're going to hold this with that hand, right? And this one here, there we go. That'll work here. All right, I'm just going to come around the edges just a little bit. This reminds me of chalking, right? So chalking is just giving a little bit of color, not too much, but just enough, right? So it's just not plain white. I could have splattered, color would have been another one, right? I could have splattered color. We've done that with Stampin' Balloons, and you can also do it with the writers too. And I'm just going to lighten, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just actually just giving some, just a little bit of the edges. We used to call this chalking when we did scrapbooking. Still do it when I call it scrapbooking. That's just because somebody taught us that way, right? You can call anything you want. Change that. Okay. All right. And so what we're gonna do here is I wanted to add one of these right here. Right. And this one looks like it might be, but we can put it right up here. And let's see. I would try to comment if I can see comments. Hello, Sue. I really enjoyed Saturday. That was so cool. I'm going to put this up on the dimensional as well too. I'm just going to do it on the left side here, right? I just want to show you, sometimes we get locked into doing just certain things, and it's like, you know what? We can really and truly take the same beautiful paper we had and make a stack and shuffle. And in this particular case, right, instead of just focusing on DSP, we're actually added some. This is going to be double on this side. We've just added the glitter paper that we did on Saturday, as well as an embossed piece, right? So if you get to a point that you want to do a stack and shuffle or do anything, right, keep in mind, just by doing some few little changes like embossing paper or using the glitter paper as an option, it'll work, right? So here's one right here. I just really like this dove. And we're going to do the next one, we're going to do it down a little bit lower. All right, so each one's going to be just a little bit different, but still a stack and shuffle. Okay, so here's number one. And here was the one that I got inspired by. All right, so we're just using the same combinations, just changing it up a little bit. Okay, so there's one. All right, let's go to the next one. Again, we're changing cardstock, right? So in this particular one, I have this one that's going to go here. We're going to have this one that's going to go here, and then we're going to have this one here, and then we're going to have this one here. Doesn't matter, I'm just rotating around. I just pulled from my stack, and I'm just making sure my stack is in the proper rotation, and it is, okay, because we got 4 of these here. Doesn't matter which one, we're just going to get all the same one. Oh yeah, that was great on Saturday. I really, really enjoyed that. And I thought it was a nice pace. I know some people thought it was fast, but I thought it was just fine. Right? I think the key to it is any kind of events or anything, it's like if you're given the instructions ahead of time and you know you're supposed to cut your DSP or prep work, right? Just go ahead and get it prepped ahead of time. And that just really saves frustration on anybody's part, right? So, I mean, yeah, if you didn't have it prepped, then you're right, you might have been a little bit for time there, but I mean, I personally thought everything was fine. I think that's the key thing to anything like that, right? I do like their events. I do like their events. So yeah, somebody asked about when the next one was, or it's like, well, they only do this one once a year, right? So pretty much you have to go to the other events to do some of the other stuff. Alright, we put this on here. And actually, so on the tag of just a minute ago, you saw that I did the long tag. I actually cut one just in half, just so you can see, because actually we did the same thing on Saturday. We actually took a tag and it was like basically cut in half. We didn't use the whole tag, we just used part of it. Just making sure I did this. I always feel like I'm doing this the incorrect way. Okay, hold on a second. I've got to make sure my colors are right? Because I'm looking at this. I've got this one, and I should have this one here. Right? No, Okay, got it. Personally, all I can focus on is my left hand, on my left shoulder. All right, so there, right? Oh, yeah, did you? Yes, you'll have to watch the replay. It was really very, so I have to tell you, I did miss the first card they did, that was done, because I messed up on time zones. I was thinking they were like 2 hours behind us. And they were really just an hour. Don't ask me why. It was most probably just because I had things going on and people at the house. But I didn't. So I missed. So yeah, I have to go back and watch that. But it was. Well, I think what the other thing that you're really going to enjoy is we had guest people come on and show us other things beyond what we created, and I think that was really way too cool. All right, this one I won't be able to do because this is a longer piece. Let's do one. I'll have to do it on a shorter piece. So I'm going to do it on this one right here, though. And why is that not lining up? Okay, I'll line up right about there. Okay. All right, so we're just going to put this on dimensionals. But I'm going to go ahead this time around. I'm going to go ahead and edge this ahead of time. Yeah, I don't think, really, I think that's the coolest thing, right? Because it's when you go to these things, is that they sit there and, they have guest people, and you don't know who they are in advance. And they do. They show you how they've done something else differently with the same stuff. Or they show some other things as well, too. And so this one, you see, I'm just going to do it differently. So instead of chalking it like the other one, I'm just doing the edges. Right? So I'm using the same tool. Just a different technique, right? So it's just something here to do the edges to make it look like it's got a darker piece of paper under it, and it really doesn't. Okay? I always close this up because I am the person that can get it on my arms, I can do just about anything that you can possibly do. Whether it's dipping my hand in it, my finger in it. If I had 2 colors up here, I would mix them up and accidentally use on color, mess up my brush. So yeah, it's just a good habit for me personally, just to close on my ink spots and saves me from having to clean up anything else. Oh, Verdner, was that your dance contest deal? Remember you talking about all the different things. No, this is more for the large one. That's okay. We're going to make it work. We're just like we do the other one. We'll make it work. I really like it because it's a guide, right? I'll have to do it just a little bit to this side. It's not going to center right at that center line right there. Okay? That's okay. Get that right there. And yes, I'm actually going to stamp this again. This one I'm going to stamp up because I didn't think about it, right? Yeah, I can't pull with the left side. But that's how I usually pull, so. Yes, and I didn't do this. It's okay. I'm going to stamp this one up just a little bit, this one here. Right, so we can sit there. I got some bling here we can put here. Oh, that's not a OMG. Alright, I will have to do that over. And we'll have to do that over. Because I didn't do that right. Okay. Well, let's see what I'm going to do now. I'm looking to see what I have around me that I can do something with. I messed that up. I'm too busy talking everything up. Right? I'm telling you. Okay. I can't do this. See if I can. I don't think I can take this all off. No, I'm not going to be able to get that all off. Okay, let's see what I have handy because I don't have. That would not look right. Let's see what else I have handy. Well, I don't have anything else handy. Let me just set that aside then. We'll have to come back and we'll just move on. All right? It's like, yes. All right, let me get this one here. All right, we may have to. Yep, let's get another word here. So yeah, I was trying to think what we did on a Saturday. Okay. Alright. We're just going to change out love on this short one. I wasn't sure if that was going to fit or not. Alright. So the thing is I just wanted to use a half piece this time, right? Just to show you. So sometimes people don't want to create exactly the same thing. For me personally, I can't stretch. Oh, thank you. You know, some people just don't like to create the same thing. And that's okay, right? If I create 5 cards, I usually try to do something different, right? Whatever. Just something. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp that there. And then I'm still going to go ahead and use this right here, do the edges. And we're going to do the rest of it. Yeah, it's going to be a long week this week, right? Okay. So did you place in the dance contest? I was going to say, I don't think I've ever been in a dance contest. I don't know that I would. I'm not even that brave. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's get this one here. So it doesn't matter, right? I just need to be sure to do our stuff different than we did with the other. So we know that this is going to be long on this side. Alright? Okay. Busy talking and yeah, let's see what we got here. Which ones we haven't done yet? We haven't done this one over here yet, okay? So this one's here. The way that our other one matched off with this one was we had our glitter with it. It was in front of it, and then we need this right here. One of these guys is going to be on front, and I'm looking at my rotation here. So this one has to be the darker one here. And you don't have to, right? But the thing is if we're going to stay consistent here, and this is going to be glitter over here. And then we're going to have the white piece up here, right? Okay. So it's right, it's just to make it different. Sometimes even when I sit there and shuffle them or move them around. Alright, let's get this on here. And you guys, I just had to excuse me because I am definitely off. I've been off ever since. Off literally like, not taking the day off, but just off in general, right? Because everything's just sort of different when you can't sit there and use both hands like you normally do. And you have to rest and you have to ice and yada, 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 yada. So, let me just do that. Yeah. But everybody's been volunteering to help me out. Right? So, got me out of cooking. Which I don't mind cooking, but I can't cook. I've got an arm that's not functioning normally. Yep, not driving either, but I actually have a nice looking chauffeur who's got to get his hours in so he can get his driver's license. So that's been nice. And he's already said next summer he could drive me around or just go run errands for me because he won't have to have a chauffeur next summer. So there you go. A young man on a mission. And I got another young man that's 4 years old who's like determined to get another daddy long leg spider and has been calling me and let me know, give me update and status report of how he's coming along. Okay. I can move my fingers, okay, right? It's just the fact of like exerting any strength. Okay. Alright. So this one is not going to work for this one like the way I wanted to because I really need the longer one. See, I needed the longer ones for the longer piece when the longer pieces show up. I nearly needed just a short piece and I had just a short piece show up. So I'm not going to even be able to use this one. Alright, let's see what we got here. We're going to at least go ahead and get our dove on here. And I can come back and put something on there. Right? We don't even have to. I wonder if we can just do this. It's not, I really wanted this here. And I'm not going to be happy with it unless I do what I want to do. Alright, we're going to hold off on this one too because I need it and I want that right there. I want my, see when I did this here, when I was showing you this, I really wanted these to line up right here because it just looks really cool, right? So we can do anything we want. I can add this down here, but so the only way the short ones are, I only have 2 pieces. I think that the short ones would have worked on that one there. Let's see how this one was. We can do with this one. Put this aside. I'm gonna do this one here. This one's gonna be all balmy blue. Are they hung yet? Who? I guess would be my question. Alright, so this one's gonna go here, right? Alright, this one's gonna go over here. That doesn't look right. This is gonna be here. This is gonna be down here. Nope. Alright, so I've done something wrong. Let me see something. Oh my gosh, it hurts. Alright, so this is a long piece. So somewhere, did I mess up my shuffle? Okay, let's see if I got it here. So yeah, if you mess it up, then you just mess it up, right? Okay, good. There's only got 4 pieces left. So one has to be a short piece up here. Okay. This one's going to be down here, but it's still not going to work. Let's see if I can fix it. So if I do it like this. Yeah, okay, let's just flip-flop it. We're not going to be in the same order as we did a while ago, but we are in the essence of, there we go, right there. Okay. There, I'll put you right there. All right, get that off my finger. All right, let's get this down. So yeah, I'm not sure when you say, are they hung yet, who they are. So our grandson's like right here, right now. My 15-year-old. And he'll be here, and then the other 15-year-old, Zoe, will be here for Sunday for our live, Facebook Live get together. Woohoo! We haven't been able to do that. She's actually taken the next 2 weekends off of work so she can come visit and have a vacation, and we'll get some cousin time together in. Right? I can't lose my voice too. I'm only allowed to have one thing happen at a time. All right, so as I was mentioning earlier, if you've never been to where we've had our class or club, June Club is featuring cheers and sips. So if you're interested in just coming and seeing what we do and what we're creating and all, just put a message down there that you would like me to send you a Zoom link, and I will send you a Zoom link for tomorrow night, and you can come check out what we do for club. So club and class, so class is just the same as club, except it's just trying it out and just doing it 1 month versus doing the club, right? This gives you a chance to check it out and see what you want to do. All right, so here's what I want to do here. So yeah, just put a message in there if you want, and I will send you a Zoom link. Okay, so I'm just going to put this right here. And then I'm going to put this right down here because I can, right? Because I can. I think the doves are real, real pretty. They come in this way and they go face the other direction there. We are going to put some bling here. And looking at the others, we put bling on 2 of them. Grandson and Greg, yes. Oh, they're hung. They're hung. Yes, they're hung. He plans on, I actually have this also. They plan on cleaning the carpet. A couple of areas. So, I've got to admit, I don't have to do that, right? So we're just going to add a little bit of this to the side. And it's just going to make all the difference, right? This is just a nice little sparkle they did on Saturday. Yeah. So yes, they are put this one right here. I do like the fact that you can just add just a little sparkle, right? It just makes all the difference just by adding a little sparkle. And we can put this down with glue. Yeah. So yeah, they've been watching out for me the last couple of days. Well, actually, it's be Monday night and yesterday and today. Making sure I rest. I just thought it's just so delicate, right? Just putting that, you can put these anywhere you want. I'm just gonna put that right there. I don't think anything else is gonna work here, but we're just gonna leave that right there, here, and we'll put some ribbon. This one I might just tie a knot. I don't know that a bow is really gonna fit here. I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do a bow. Yes. We've been working on retirement stuff, that's for sure. I'm getting ready for that vacation too, right? Okay. So we won't be able to put it here, but we can definitely put it down here, or we can put it here, right? Or we can even put it at the top if we want to. Let's just do it at the top. I don't know why my other scissors are so dull, but they were like, oh my gosh. Oh, so in the meantime, too, somebody is working on making a tunic top. He picked out the fabric and everything, and I've just been supervising. Like, you know, if you got you're fixing to sew the wrong sides together, and your seam's going to be on the outside, so we talked about those, right? And we talked about lining. So it's like, we don't do just cards, right? Everybody thinks you just do cards. Nope, nope. We've always got something going on, right? Always something. All right, so here's the one. All right, let's go over this other one here. We put some bling, and we got some silver we can put on here as well too. I really want to use this long one. This long one's just so pretty. Looky here. See how pretty that is? I'm just going to do it right across there. Well, the cruise goodies, I think you and I just need to get together again, because I haven't done anything since you and I got together last time. And I was just thinking about that this morning, because I wasn't sure what you're up to, and it was like, man, we just need to get back together so I can do some more of those. Right? It's like, oh my word. Yeah. So yeah, I hadn't done anything since you and I, but I do have it in a basket, so everything's together, so that I don't misplace anything, hopefully. Yeah. So that's how that's coming along. It's right where you and I left off. Right where you and I left off. I haven't moved forward not 1 inch. It's like, but it is nice and neat in a basket. I can tell you that much. Okay, here's my ribbon. So yes, that is too funny. That's why we had to get together, right? So we can sit there and make sure that we get this stuff done. Okay, let's see here. Gosh, I'm not sure who else is out there and what I got going on, but let's see here. So, yeah. All right, and I'm just gonna do the same thing here. Yeah, so my arm doesn't like me to twist it too much. Didn't feel like much. It didn't look like much of a twist, but that was more of a twist than what we think. It's amazing how our body will like speak to us in ways we're like going, OMG. So that's how it's sort of been. This one's going on top too. So I was trying to think, let's see. Okay, that is just like that whole left thing there is not working with me. Thank you. I'll let my left hand and arm hold on just a piece of ribbon. Thank you. Just put this one up here too. Let's see if I got that good. Okay, and then I want a dove on here as well. I mean, I cut out these doves so I can make sure to have the doves on here. Okay, we're going to put that on here with a dimensional as well. So, you know, if you wanted to, you could so the wings, you can sit there and do the wings and fluff them out, do anything you want with them as well, too. So I think that's another nice thing that you just don't know or realize. even use a technique Saturday too when you go and look at it that they sit there and did. Just sit there and just come right here. Oh, I see the piece on Earth. This is the one I messed up on. I didn't realize I messed up on that one, but I'll have to redo that one too. It's okay. As I just noticed that, right? Okay, this is the one I haven't done any, that I didn't do because it didn't do right. I stamped too late. Let's see if we can do anything with what we already got to make it happen. You know, sometimes, you know, this the other day was opportunity for creativity. I forget what it was on. It wasn't the sewing, because we talked a little bit about opportunities for creativity. It's like sometimes we just have to go out and see if there's anything that'll work, right? Because sometimes it's just not going to work. This is where the double bow would really come in handy. And I couldn't get the double bow to work. Let's see if we can do it now. Because really it's not that hard, but you've got to be able to, you have to be able to use both your hands, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's basically what I did, and I'm just cut it off so I can finish it off. Okay. I still have some singles as well too. So let's see what we can do here. Yep. See, I usually use my hands, and since I'm having problems, can't do that, right? So I had to use my teeth. You know, sometimes it's just the simple things you take for granted that it's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so we can get this off here. See, now yesterday I couldn't have done this at all. Period. End of story. Beginning and end of story. Okay, we can sit and put a double bow in here. I'm just going to put it like right up here. And we can have our dove. So let's do that. So there becomes our opportunity for creativity, right? We sit there and just took something totally not meant to be and made it into an opportunity there. So Sunday, I should be in good shape. And even if I wasn't in like excellent shape on Sunday, at least I would have Zoe here. And she can definitely fill in the blanks, right? Alright, so there we go. And I'm just going to put this dove right up here. And you know what? So I'm going to just glue it. Let's see if you're going to like it better there. Maybe not. Alright, hold on a second. Right, opportunities for creativity are just that. They're just opportunities for creativity. So I could do this. What I liked we did Saturdays, we made it look like the dove was actually carrying the piece of twig. In this particular case, it's actually pretty, right? I'm just going to put this dove right here on top. I don't know if you can be able to see the bow though as much. Hold on, you just have to dry just a second. The dove has to work, right? Because we got this all in here. We can do all of this. Alright, I'll just put it right there. Right? Sometimes it's just what we have to do. Yep, I'll ask people to sit there and tell me later what they think, what they like the best. I hate adding my double bow though, because those are always so neat to do. And I'm just going to do it like that and there. Okay, and then we'll just have to put a sentiment on here. I'm going to trim it down just a little bit. Oops. Okay, and we trim that up a little bit more if we want to. We can put a sentiment on here. And we'll just have our dove up here, right? And we put something down there below. All right, so here we've got this here. And I'll take that up right there. Oh my gosh. Here's the other one. And on all of it. And here's this one right here. I have a little bit left over here of silver scraps. So let's see if we have any extra stuff we can put right here. Yep. If I die cut it out, I don't want to use it, right? So yeah, we'll put it right here. So see, this is just a great way to get you 4 cards done. Oh my gosh, that hurts. 4 cards done, right? Before Christmas. Similar but different. So some people like to send out, I've in the past, I've always sent out everybody the exact same card. But now that I make cards, that doesn't happen. But here's one that if I really, really like it, and I don't want everybody to have just a little bit of something different, then I just change it up a little bit, right? So I'm just going to put this down here. There we go. So we used every piece of everything that I die cut out, as well as ribbon. So here's the 4 designs. And there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this, right? Because this is the time to start thinking about Christmas, right? And so they're making things happen and get your cards done. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is coming out soon, so you have to look forward to it. You have to mark your calendars because it's in the future. It's not today that stuff's coming out. This is what we did on Saturday. I know a lot of people have been making things and showing them out there. So you just have to wait for it to come out. But it's a great way to show you how we can make some Christmas cards. And it's not limited to this, right? When you do the stack and shuffle, you can do it with any kind of designer series paper, embossed paper, or even glitter paper, all right? So with that, go out there, create, share, and give. And if you're a person that likes to plan in advance and get ahead of the game, start on your Christmas now, all right? So if you did just, let's see, Christmas is, you got July, August, September, October, November, December. So you still have 6 months, right? Depending on how many cards you send out, just divide it by 6. Start now, and you'll be there, all right? Be blessed. Have a wonderful week. And I want to thank you in advance for supporting us not only here, but also on YouTube and Instagram. See you next week. Bye.